standing by at NRG Stadium. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. From the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And Charles, this AFC South, the only division with 3 teams over 500 a year ago. Now here in 2019, this may be the most wide-open division in the National Football League.
In addition, it's a really improved division because for years, remember, Indianapolis ran this division. Then Houston popped up and they took over. Jacksonville almost went to the Super Bowl just 2 seasons ago. And Tennessee was in the playoffs 2 years ago and almost got back there again last year. You're exactly right. This is a wide-open division. Should be a fun one to watch.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Texans offense heading out, and it's Deshaun Watson leading the way, the third-year man out of Clemson. Last year, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, but the big number for the Texans, he was sacked a league-high 62 times. They'll try to do better in this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Open man, the tight end fails. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
You got tight right there. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The starting defense for the Titans.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. Watson looks to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
To throw is Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Mariota now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Well, CD, the Houston Texans, they're back looking like contenders. You know, they ran into a bit of a speed bump in Baltimore a few weeks ago, got clobbered 41-7. But since then, rebounded with that Thursday night win over the Colts in Week 12 and put forth a strong showing, 28-22. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Watson, that's caught. It's Thomas. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Caught on the slant, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
On 4th down, Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Here's Mariota going underneath for Lewis. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, it's Mariota. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Safety's creeping. Check 37. Check 37. Check. Fresno.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On 1st down, Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And some room to work. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now Watson, and it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal.
54. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Danny. Mike 96.
Again, it's Watson. Gallamaxon's touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Now Lewis here on first down. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Let's go. SOS. Hey, 31.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll go with Foreman. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Again, it's Foreman, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Texans push further out in front.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Single.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He finds Hopkins complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Mariota They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Mariota. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And Walker has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To the air again, Mariota. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Here's Mariota. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson throwing quickly to Hopkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And Watson's going to throw it here. Going deep for Hopkins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT.
Defense.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.